You are now listening to Upside Down Shark Radio, and I am Mega Ran, making sound effects and dropping raps. Keep it locked.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the next greatest episode of Upside Down Shark Radio. I am your host, back from the dead, living in true flesh, HD colour. Your host, in your heart, Craig. And this week, I'm joined by someone a bit different. He's definitely wrangled with pop culture in the past though, and I think he's an excellent fit for this show. The brown note himself, Neale Upton.
I thought that was a better nickname than the one you gave me.
What?
Previously.
Hippo Man. You don't like Hippo Man?
Hippo Man. No, I don't like Hippo Man, but...
Hippo Nan. What about Hippo Nan?
No, I like brown note.
Okay.
On the brown note.
Is it the brown note? What, is that just reflect your life? How you feel?
Did you ever see that Mitchell and Webb look sketch with the red cut clarinet?
Nope.
Oh, that's funny. And I had a green tuba that made people poo themselves.
There was the South Park episode where the boys go, I think they play the flute or something, and they put the brown note in, and they play all these thousands of kids play the brown note at one time, and everyone poos themselves. That's better, isn't it? Neil, can you tell me a little bit about yourself for the listeners out there on Upside Down Shark Land?
My name's Neil.
And I'm here to say...
No.
Okay.
It's my legacy, but no.
Okay.
I like games. I like to draw. I like to watch movies. I like music.
Okay.
I like all kinds of things.
When people say I like music, it makes me think, like, who are one of those people that don't like music, really? You know, those weirdos.
I guess. I mean, when I was like 10, I didn't really care about music. I listened to Hero by Chad Kroeger on repeat.
I thought you were going to say Enrique Iglesias.
No, that was Hero, wasn't it, though?
That was, yeah, exactly. That was a good sort of Hero by Chad Kroeger. That is a good song.
From Spider-Man. I was obsessed with Spider-Man. It was the only song And then I asked for the Spider-Man soundtrack. Oh, yeah? And my dad was like, no, you've already got that song. Why do you want the soundtrack? So I never got it.
Oh, that's a good...
So I listened to that song on repeat for years.
On your CD single, and like two bad B-sides on there as well, probably.
Yep, The Invisible Man. I think that was it, just Hero and The Invisible Man, which turned out to be a song by Fury of the Dead Man.
Yeah, I was about to say Fury of the Dead Man.
Yeah, I didn't find that out until last year.
Wow, now
crazy.
Who did you think sung that?
I don't know, because I didn't know what Fury of the Dead Man was when I was 10.
I still
don't know who. I know of them now. I've known of them for ages, but I don't listen to them.
So the Spider-Man soundtrack was actually pretty all right. You had Hero on there. You had
Alien Ant Farm.
Alien Ant Farm, yeah. But you had Sum 41. You had. Why is that funny?
I don't know.
And then, if this doesn't sound even weirder, Aerosmith singing the Spider-Man theme.
Did that actually?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe I will let you a lend of my CD copy after the show.
Be cool.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it was
that
good.
reminds me of there's loads of soundtracks from like the 90s and the early 2000s that have stuff on there that I would never expect.
Okay, then let's go down that rabbit hole, Neil.
Okay.
What's some good soundtracks?
I don't know. Good soundtracks.
Okay. Well, what do you have in mind?
When was the that 90s Godzilla film? Was that like 98 or something?
Oh my god! Are the with Ferris Bueller in?
Yeah, Matthew Broderick.
Not Matthew Perry.
Because I can't remember. I was searching for a song. It was Brain Stew by Green Day. I was looking for that on Amazon Music a couple of months ago, and it came up with that on the Godzilla soundtrack.
Did you look at yourself?
Really?
Amazon, your searches should be better than this. Come on.
Well, I only have Prime Music, so I don't have like the everything that it has. But it had that in the Godzilla soundtrack, and it's like a kind of remix version, but it's not that much different.
I wonder if that's like on LimeWire or Kazaa, someone put in the brackets like really rare or something, rare edited version. You know, remember them? God.
And then there's like Mission Impossible 2 that had Limp Bizkit.
Oh, dung da dung da dung dung da dung da dung dung.
Take a look. Take a look around. I think it was.
I believe that is correct. That's a good song. That's
a good song. I like that song.
I mean, Limp Bizkit songs are hit and miss, and
I don't know.
Really, you think they're mostly miss?
They're pretty solid.
Pretty solid. What, like like on the Bristol Stool chart? They're pretty solid.
They're number one. Is that the solid one, or is that Pele?
The what? I did it.
It's
all,
like on a 1 to 5, isn't it?
I did it all
Bristol.
for the Nookie. The Nookie.
Oh.
I thought you were talking about Limp Bizkit songs.
No.
They're on a 1 to 5. They never go up to 11. Deeper
Underground by Jamiroquai is on there. No Shelter by Rage Against the Machine.
Why is Jamiroquai there?
I don't know. I like Jamiroquai.
I'm not a big Jamiroquai fan. Why is he? What's he hiding in that hat?
Oh, it's probably like a collection of his discography.
I got the Vice City, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. It comprised of 8 or 9 CDs, and it was a really solid 80s soundtrack.
Was that like, did it have all the radio stations on it, I guess?
Yes, each CD was a radio station.
So many, yeah, that makes sense.
But I don't think any other Grand Theft Auto game did that, apart from that game, obviously. And there was like a Flock of Seagulls, Spandau Ballet.
Yeah.
Well,
what was it? Was it Rio or was it Gold or True?
Rio's not even Spandau Ballet now.
Is it not?
No, it's Duran Duran.
Oh my god, I always get them confused.
Why? They're nothing alike.
Yeah, you're right, but I just get them confused.
The pop culture card has been taken back from Neale now.
Oh no, I dropped my pop culture card.
You sure that's your pop culture card? It's not a different sort of card.
Sure.
Okay. Just making sure. Guitar Hero 3 was a very good soundtrack. I remember downloading that, and
that was probably when I started really getting into music. That was probably the game that got me into music, which is really sad thinking about it. But
that some corporate list somehow, is what got you into music? No,
this is just like some video. It took a video game to get me into music.
As long as it gets you into it, then that's the.
Yeah, I'm not that offended by the idea of it. It's just
It was novel. It was a novel thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I still play it from time to time. Well, Rock Band. But
yeah, I mean, I haven't played those in a long time. We used to play it all the time at like friends' houses and stuff.
Yeah, there was like a time, wasn't there, where like that's what you would get together and do, and
yeah,
it was fun. It was good. Maybe in another 10 years' time there'll be another resurgence. Did you play Guitar Hero Live? I did not. I played it a few times around yours. It was mastering because it was different, wasn't it? It takes it was. It's a bit different to master. Yeah, it kind of had slightly transferable skills, but it was still like different enough that I couldn't just jump into expert. I don't know. I liked it. It was different enough. So you now play the guitar. Is that because of listening to music? Yeah, I don't remember when it must be like 10 years ago I must have started playing. So video games helped you get into music, and then the music helped you get into learning a real instrument. Guitar, yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's very, I don't know. I'm better at Guitar Hero on Expert than I am at playing the actual guitar, but... Hey, I'm sure those skills transfer somehow, right? Oh yeah, definitely, like tapping those buttons. This is Upside Down Shark Radio, where we preamble a lot. There's segues all the time. At least when I'm hosting the show, there is. Craigways, legways, segues. All these things happen. Did you ever play Neopets? No. What was that? I was going to say Negways. Can I just say, wow, good one, Neale. Oh yeah, no, definitely. I dropped my pop culture card again. Oh, put it away. You see that shredder? Bright pink. That shredder in front of you. Just put it in the shredder. I know I put. Yeah, I'll give it to Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, he's just going out now to, rats. Wait. Did that not... Is it Shredder a rat? Was Shredder the rat? No, wait. Who was Shredder the bad guy? Who was the rat? Yep. Oh, I've dropped all my pop culture cards. Oh, no. Oh, you dropped it straight into Shredder's hands. Oh, no. If you want to listen to more, I think Tom calls it content. but I don't really like that word. It's too vague for me. I prefer saying musings, funny stuff. Because I don't like content, but stuff is okay in my mind for some reason. I mean, I try not to swear on this show, but okay, I guess I'm doing some editing later.
You just put a big old beep across that. That'd be funny.
Thanks. Go to upsidedownshark.com to hear all of our previous episodes and things like that. Does that sound good, Neil?
Yeah.
You bookmarked that page.
I'm going to check it out right now.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
I'm going to check it out right now.
Nothing at all is like the opposite of what you get when you go on upsidedownshark.com. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Neil, what have you been doing this week?
I've been chilling out. I had the last few days off, so
you like the rest of us work in retail, that sort of thing.
Yes.
You haven't been out of your work a lot.
Not in the last week. In the last 2 weeks, I've been in like twice.
Nice.
Because I've had holiday, so I don't know, just relaxing.
So you've had lots of time to play games, be merry,
play games, watch movies.
Watch movies.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything apart from Junior, featuring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito?
I don't watch anything but Junior.
That's the only thing you watch?
That's the only film I need to watch.
Just any day for any occasion. Sad?
I could just put that on. Junior. Oh man, look at Arnie.
Okay. Look at Arnie.
Look at Danny DeVito. Look at Emma Thompson. Look at the bad guy.
The bad guy?
Yeah, I just don't know who he is.
I like to think they saw Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Which came first, twins or Junior?
I think twins came first.
I want to see the person who went, this storyline isn't stupid enough. Why don't we put them in a pregnancy storyline instead?
Yeah, twins was definitely first.
Okay.
So, yeah, they must have been like, these guys are perfect together. Give them a baby.
I mean, sometimes that's just the way it is, isn't it, in life? You look at two people and say, they're perfect together. Give them a baby. And it works out.
What was that movie? Instead, they were like 3 men and a baby. That's too much. Give them 2 men.
Is that a reference?
Well, 3 Men and a Baby is a movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
4 weddings and a funeral.
It's not quite the same thing, but yeah, why not?
Okay. So you've just been watching Junior over and over again?
More or less.
Okay. With this new handy app called Letterboxd, which I am quite enjoying, I must say. It's a social media platform for films. I have been... so I will tell you what I've watched since Junior, shall I?
Okay.
Then you and me will discuss in a sentence or less.
Oh, I feel like there's ones we've watched since Junior, and I watched at your house as well.
Okay. The Cable Guy?
Yes, that was it.
What?
That was something.
What? Or what? Just what? That was... I've never seen that guy.
It was the longest short film I've ever seen.
Oh my God. It's like... Well, yeah. What was that? Because I
don't know, really. Like
it took more than half the film to get the storyline across, pretty much, didn't it?
Yeah, we were just sort of sitting there for the first hour going, where is this going?
Yep. And then the last 25 minutes was just like, okay. And then the ending's just like, that is not...
Well, see.
It's not...
it was a Ben Stiller film. He directed it, right?
Yeah.
But you're right. It was garbage. Zoolander. That's a great film. I love Zoolander. Tropic Thunder. That's pretty funny.
What about Zoolander 2?
I haven't seen Zoolander 2, but I've heard bad things.
Okay. I've seen Wonder Woman.
What? Oh, sorry. I thought we were still on Ben Stiller films.
We can go to Ben Stiller films if you want.
No, that's fine. No. Okay. That was it. That's what
Wonder Woman. It's like a mashup of Thor and Captain America. It's very good. I recommend it.
Okay.
Your Name?
Yeah, I've seen Your Name.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a bit...
Yeah.
It's a bit... I think we talked about this, didn't we? You watch it for half an hour and then all of a sudden it opens again. Like...
It has like an opening at the start and then you get half hour in and then there's like another opening, like a musical thing and...
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
I said, as far as anime goes, this story is pretty easy to follow. Time travel, comets, body shifting, and love. Typical romantic film. So I stand by that. You
ever seen The Girl Who Leapt Through Time?
Nope.
That's a good one.
Does she leap through time?
Travel. Yeah, she does.
I do like a good... My two favourite films are time travel related. I don't know what that is about.
What ones are they?
Luther.
Okay, I've never seen Luther. But...
X-Men Days of Future Past.
I like that film. Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah. It's just... The X-Men films have been through a lot since I've been alive. And for X-Men 3 to be such a dive... And then, I think, is it 2 or 3 films later to Days of Future Past just be just such a good film.
It's a pretty solid all-rounder, that film. And then Apocalypse was not so good.
It's okay. It's still not as good as First Class or Days of Future Past.
Yeah, I liked First Class as well. That was a good one.
Yeah, it's good. And just... It's weird how the X-Men timeline is... People like, no, what about this? What about this? But Fox is just like, don't think about it too hard. And somehow it still fits in. It's really good to see, when you got the Marvel Corporation just trying to string everything together, and it's just like a tapestry of, what am I looking at, I have also seen, Neil, The Gruffalo.
Oh, yeah. I know of it.
Room on the Broom. Yeah.
You've been going for a regressive phase by any chance? Or?
No, it was... My niece was round, and I didn't think I would watch a film where Martin Clunes voices a dog, Rob Brydon voices a cat, Simon Pegg narrates, and David Williams is the voice of a frog.
All-star cast.
All-star. Tom and Jerry's Giant Adventure.
Was that the old one, or...?
No, it was 2013.
Okay, I have no clue then.
It's not the one where they talk. Is that the one?
Yeah, I kind of vaguely remember that one.
I like that one. This Giant Adventure is basically Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh.
With Droopy there as a king.
Classic fairy tale. Oh, Droopy. I like Droopy.
And he says he's the king, and he comes out of his castle and then says, "Hello, good patrons and Mother Hubbard." So, imploring, it's a swear word. But then Mother Hubbard comes out of her house and goes, "Yoo-hoo." That's so stupid. That's pretty much it now. I'm not gonna...
Okay.
Yeah, that's what... So, we ended the show, Neil, randomly. And I forgot that we have to put a track of the week in the middle.
I was going to say, I forgot about that. I was thinking that at the start, but I didn't remember it until now. Okay.
Well, it's good that you remembered after the fact. So we're recording this after we've recorded everything else, and I'm just going to put this in the middle. How's that sound?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
More editing. This week's track of the week is We Are the Lost by Tomorrow is Lost. Let's have a listen.
The
Wow, now, what did you think about that?
I'm glad they weren't lost profits.
That's... I liked how, like, they're like Hollywood Undead with their song Undead. You know, they use a bit of the...
Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, actually, I get that.
Yeah, see, that's good.
Because it's just in the name, so I don't have to know the music to get that. That's good.
Although, I don't know why you're always talking about lost profits or acrobats. You know, that's a bit weird. Without further ado, here's back to us speaking in the past. No, because this is the first time I've been on properly since my accident, so I think I should probably talk a bit about that, if you will let me divulge.
Yeah, I guess I can wait.
I went trampolining. Well, you can ask questions or make noises like okay.
I'll be like the audience. I'll be gasping and
okay. I went trampolining for. That's what I say when every people go, oh, we're going trampolining. That is the noise I make now. Just don't do it.
Oh, sorry, continue.
I went trampolining for my brother-in-law. Yeah. Girlfriend's sister's husband. What does that make?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool. It was his birthday. We went trampolining. There were 3 trampolines, Neil. And I jumped from the first one to the second one. And as I landed, I believe I crushed my tendon or ligament just under my kneecap.
How did you manage that?
I landed funny. But as I, was trying to jump all 3 trampolines, as I landed on the second trampoline, snapped that ligament, momentum was still on my side. So as I jumped off of the bad leg that I had just ripped, this all happened within a second. I jumped off the bad leg. Then, because of the one under my knee had already split, it couldn't really, it wasn't good for the other bits of the leg. So as I was mid-air, my leg twisted and the other 2 snapped.
What are you like?
God, an idiot. That's what I'm like. So within, I don't know, half a minute, my leg had swollen up probably twice, almost 3 size the side of my other leg. And yeah, it's going to be months until I can be back to 100%. And I still got another operation to do as well. And that's what
crazy,
happened.
Really. Like, about 10 seconds worth of damage and you got months to look after yourself for.
Yes. And every time I'm just, oh my God, it's just such a pain all the time now. And I just keep looking at my leg and swearing at myself in my head because obviously that's the way to do it.
Yeah, thinking, what a numpty.
Yep.
What a plonker.
That is the PC version of what I'm saying. Yep.
Yeah, what you're really thinking is, you dummy.
Oh, how did you know?
Poo-poo head. Why'd you do
Whoa, that? Duty head. God.
Dip.
Whoa. Are you feeling... I know you say I make fun of you a lot now. Is this your revenge on me right now?
No, I'm just,
paraphrasing.
Trying to put myself in your shoes.
Okay. So that is it. Yeah. Thanks to the marvel of the internet, I am able to record stuff like this. Neil's been doing double duty this week on upsidedownshark.com. You can see him on this fine show that we are listening to. And he's also on Craig & Co. as Mike the Mechanic.
Yeah, that one's kind of like time travel.
It is kind of like time travel. And then we recorded that a year ago, and then you talk about stuff even further in the past. So,
That's going to be a real time capsule right there.
X-Men got nothing on you.
Yeah. Wolverine, go back to the 80s.
Back to the 80s. I would watch a Wolverine film set in the 80s.
When was Days of Future Past set? I thought it was set in the 80s.
Maybe it was.
Wait, was it?
No, wait, who?
No, it was the 70s, wasn't it?
Yes, the 70s, Nixon.
That was it.
Yeah. No, because the next Wonder Woman film apparently is to be set in the 80s. And that does sound good. I do declare.
Have you seen those animated Batman films? with I think there's one coming out, the samurai one or something, ninja one.
Batman Ninja.
That's it. Yeah,
that looks.
I've heard good things about that.
Yes, so DC are quite stepping up there. This is sort of news, I guess. Neil, well done for keeping us, pop culture related. DC have been up in their animated movies recently. I think it's because compared to their real life, whatever universe they're trying to do, their animated stuff is a lot more popular than Marvel.
Their live action stuff doesn't quite get the critical acclaim they'd like it to.
Yes, that's a nice way to put it. So their animated stuff seems to have doubled recently, and most of it has been very good. There are some that are good and some that are bad, and then there's some that are just outright out there. And if you're a Batman fan, it's easy. The way I think about it, when people write Batman, they're just doing their own spin on it, and whatever new breath is in it, brings it to life. I think that's fair. Fair enough.
I saw a trailer for one of the Batman things. It was a Jack the Ripper one.
Yes,
that looked stupid.
Gotham by Gaslight.
That's it.
So it is, as I said, you don't think about it too much. It's someone else's take on it. Gotham by Gaslight takes place obviously in the Victorian era and is sort of a steampunky Batman. But there's a twist in that animated feature. Just like everything you know about Batman, and you're just like, what? Jeez, no way. And
what's the twist?
I can't tell you the twist. Yeah. You should watch it. It's really good.
Oh, but I don't. It looks so boring. It's steampunk, and steampunk's really lame. You can take my pop culture card. I don't want a pop culture card. Go throw it. I'm going to cut some steampunk head off or something. I don't know.
Everyone loves steampunk, Neil. It's really...
Oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I'll put my goggles on now and I'll ride away on my steam jetpack.
Yes, and, I want to be an environmentalist on the steampunk stuff. If we lived in a steampunk world, because I feel like the emissions that must be coming from a lot of those vehicles is not good. Where did the term steampunk come from?
Gabe Newell.
Okay. Okay, well... have to take a word.
Because he was so rude to all of his employees. They're like, man, that guy, he's a real steam punk.
And
it just took off from there.
Did that happen?
I don't know. No.
Dramatization may not have happened.
That was a reconstruction. That was my trash TV reconstruction of Valve.
Okay. Batman Ninja looks good and stupid in a good way. Just. It takes place, is it rural Japan?
Feudal Japan, I think it is.
Yeah, and it's basically, it's anime, isn't it? Let's be honest, Neil.
I think so. I think it's just a CG one, isn't it?
And it's Batman and the Joker as ninjas. And from the trailer, if you're interested in it at all, you just look at it and go, what the hell have they... Someone at DC hires a kite or something. It's... two things you don't think would go well together, but from the trailers, it looks good, and that's out in a few weeks.
The only DC property is Batman that they can do all this weird, crazy stuff with like that. Because you couldn't do that with Superman. Think about how stupid Superman in feudal Japan will be.
When you put it like that, I think you're right, actually, yeah. Because of his popularity, too. Like, if Green Arrow was in, that sort of era... no one would really care. Yeah,
like Green Arrow, you could do like a Robin Hood story with Green Arrow. That's the only place in time he can go.
Yeah, be the best archer of them all.
The Flash, where can he go? He can't. I don't know. They wouldn't care.
They wouldn't care.
King Henry VIII, if he saw the Flash, he'd be like, whatever.
I'm sure someone can make a good...
Where's my wife?
My wife?
And then he'd see Borat and he'd wet himself. He'd love it.
That is we are very topical here at these references. I think that's pretty much it, Neil. I don't want to, labour anything.
That's fine.
So I think we should call that a day, really.
Okay, that's a day. That's one day.
What day should we call it?
Wednesday.
Okay, it's a good day. Thank you for joining me, Neale, for
That's
this
okay. It was a pleasure.
pop culture discussion.
Oh no, I dropped my pop culture card down the sink. I'll never get it back.
No, I think you dropped something else.
Oh, I dropped it in the toilet. I'll never get it back.
Why? If you're in the bathroom dropping stuff, I'd be careful if I was you. That's just...
Oh no.
That wasn't...
I dropped it
that was not
into
your...
a crocodile's mouth
That
down
was
in the sewers.
not your pop culture card you dropped. That was the soap.
Oh no. What have I done with my pop culture card?
If people...
Never mind. I don't need it.
Where can people find you if they want to see the best of you?
The best of me? Oh gosh. I have a Twitter account. It's @Nuptron, Nuptron.
Okay. Do you have any pinned tweets?
No, I don't have a pinned tweet.
You should.
I use Twitter, but I don't tweet that much.
Twitter.
Should I me to tell you my last tweet that I actually wrote that wasn't a retweet?
Okay.
It was, did you know I really like the Aquabats?
Okay.
And that was a month ago. That was over a month ago. So
you do really like the Aquabats?
I do. I love the Aquabats.
They're a good band. Thank you for introducing them to me.
That's okay. I'm glad you like them.
Yeah, it's good. See, this is why can't the internet be more like this? I
recommend other people check out the Aquabats. You don't have to like them. I just think you should check them out because they're pretty cool.
Yeah. They are. They're different and positive, which is a good thing.
It.
So you can see Neale @Nuptron. The best thing he ever tweeted was, it was the best of times. It was the Fred Durst of times. And since then, it's been downhill. So.
And then people have stolen it from me since then. That was my peak. That was when I peaked.
You're a
people have taken it away from me.
Comedic genius.
Oh, thanks. I get told that a lot actually, but
follow
I don't know.
Upside Down Shark at UDS Radio, and there's some. It's on Facebook now, but I've deleted. Well, I don't use Facebook anymore, and I got rid of the Craig and Co. Facebook as well. So.
No. Facebook, what are you like?
God.
Get your stuff together, Facebook.
Why are you reading my messages, Facebook?
Yeah.
Is that pop culture? That's culture, isn't it?
That's invasion of privacy, I think.
Okay. That's a bigger discussion.
You have to start a new podcast about privacy control.
What, and then send it to everyone?
Yeah.
But it'd be easier if I could just nestle in with Facebook, and every time they take your data, I could show my show to them, wouldn't it? About privacy and stuff. It'd be ironic.
That's just called an ad, isn't it?
Hey, come on now. Hashtag ad. Right, you got to make sure that's the way it works. Thank you, Neale, for humouring me.
That's okay. It was nice being here.
Good. In your bathroom? In your bathroom for some reason. Dropping all your cards.
In the toilet.
What am I doing here? Until next time. I've been Craig.
I'm Neale.
Great. See you next time.
Bye.
Live every day till the end. So I live with a smile on her face. So I dance with a spring.